The Atlassian machine might be starting to lose some steam. I've been doing these breakdowns for the last 8 quarters now, and over that time, Atlassian has just been an absolute juggernaut. Almost like clockwork, they find a way to grow 30% year over year with ridiculous go-to-market efficiency, right? We're talking typically in the range of 10 to 12 month CAC paybacks. But the last few quarters have been a little bit more challenging for the Aussies. This is the second quarter in a row that we get ARR growth for them at sub 25%. In Q1 of this year, Atlassian reported 19% ARR growth. They recorded 23% ARR growth in Q2 of this year. Now, that's not terrible, right, for a company north of 5 billion in ARR, but it is a pretty stark drop-off in terms of their recent history. If we rewind to Q2 of 22, they were growing ARR at about 55%. That tailed off down to Q4 of 23, where they reported ARR growth of 30%. We saw an uptick again. And then the last few quarters, right, we've seen that come down again. So positive sign that we see ARR pick up quarter over quarter this quarter, but it's certainly becoming much more challenging for these guys to grow ARR at the clip that they have. Right, as I said, probably not unexpected, just based on the fact they've crossed 5 billion in ARR now. And as you get to these bigger numbers, right, it becomes harder to generate these high rates of ARR growth, but concerning nonetheless. Go-to-market efficiency is also something to keep an eye on for them. Last 12-month CAC payback came in at 16 months in Q2 this year versus 11 months a year ago. Magic number is down to 0.92 from an outrageous 1.31 last year. Free cash flow margins down as well from 36 a year ago to 26% in Q2 this year. But they have managed to make some improvements to operating income. So operating margin was negative 2% compared to negative 6% in Q2 last year. But certainly not smooth sailing for a company that, frankly has made it look pretty easy over the last 2 years. Share price was down about 10% post earnings to a market cap of 44 billion, or about 8 times ARR.